Hello, everyone. Today's question is all about how do I, get something done within an hour, especially when it's around holiday time and I want to make cards for everybody. What do you do in order to get all those cards ready? This is the Creative Crafters Podcast. Hi, I'm Bette from Bette's Makes, and this is your questions answered. Well, it just so happens today I was sitting at my desk and I decided from my last workshop that I wanted to create a shadow box card. It's called a shadow box card. It has a shadow and of course it has a greeting on it, and in our workshop we created one of them. But I have 12 that I needed to give out and mail. Sometimes you have more than that, but I had 12, and I only had about an hour and a half this morning that I could work on it. So it became a mass production. So what I generally do is I will open up my project inside of Design Space and then decide how many of each I need. So if I'm doing 12, I just copy everything, and I'm able to make at least 12 by doing that, but I copy it and paste it so I have it twice. And usually when you're doing a card, you can fit 2 cards on one mat, so that's a good place to start. The only challenge you really have if you only have 2 of the cards is the fact that if you have added, of course, a lot of text that is print then cut, you want to duplicate enough for your print then cut so it fills up a sheet so you're not constantly loading your printer. So what I did is I made 2 of the card, what I call fronts, and 2 of the inside, and that was the sort of the start of what I was going to do. Now when I'm cutting, I can have it cut it over and over and over again on those 2 parts. But when it came to the greeting, I found that I had 2 words, season's greetings, and that was it. 2 different things in 2 different clouds. Well, if I was going to do 12 cards, of course I need 12 copies of that. Or if you have other greetings that are standard for all the cards, you want to get those all prepped ahead of time inside a Design Space. So what I did today was I knew I had 12 to do. I made 12 of seasons, 12 of greetings, and if I had other embellishments, I made 12 of everything because they were print then cut. So anything print then cut, you want the exact amount that you're going to use. Great, that would take care of a lot of time right there. Now, as far as the cards and the inside of the card, I only made 2 of each just so I could fill up 1 mat. So now I went ahead to make it. I did the print, and I allowed that to go to print. But then when I was doing the cards themselves, I needed 12 and 2 fit on each mat. So I repeated that mat 6 times. So I just kept loading and unloading. So I got 12 cut of 2 of each. And for the inside, I did the exact same thing. It sounds like a lot of work, but that's like a little bit of a production because you've cut all your greeting parts and now you've got all your card parts. I just put them on the table. It took me 15 minutes to put 12 cards together. It took me about 40 minutes to get everything to cut. So that was a little efficient way to get all your greeting cards done at the same time. Now this really works well if you're going to send the same greeting card to everybody. But if you have 12 of this kind, 12 of the next, you kind of repeat that process. So I hope that helps answer the question about being more efficient with making your cards for a season. This has been the Creative Crafters Podcast, and your questions answered.